Hello, so this is going to be a sort of parody video because I know people love those, and what this video is going to look at is some of the advice I get given on my channel in the comments. So what I'm not doing is I'm not giving anyone the satisfaction screen capping comments and everything else. If I get really rude and stupid comments I just block people. But like as I've said before, because you basically have to, because I try and reply to all the comments and actually answer people's questions when they have them. If there are people that are obviously trying to cause, arguments in the comments or whatever, I just don't let them get away with it. So what I thought would be funny in this video is to try and just sort of think back to some of the really stupid comments I've had recently, particularly because some videos set people off more than others, and sort of have a look at some of, try and recall some of the comments I've had that have really made me go, wow, did you actually bother just writing that? So one of my favourite ones was where somebody said, you can't recommend gas masks to people, because if you recommend gas masks to people, they might go out and buy them. Okay, well, that's kind of the point, isn't it? If I think, wow, this is a good gas mask or respirator, it'd be good for somebody who wants one for an actual purpose, it makes sense to recommend it. I have about 90 gas masks now, so obviously some are going to be better than others. But no, apparently, if I have an opinion on masks, I should keep it entirely to myself, because I can apparently mess up the marketplace. Because according to this person, certain masks that I like go up in value because I recommend them. Yeah, I don't think it's entirely that. You see, when you have items on the surplus market and they're in limited stock, let's take the S10 for example, because this person said I've caused the S10's price to inflate. Probably not. I mean, it'd be quite funny for me to imagine I actually have enough influence that I can cause the price of an S10 to shoot up massively. But here's what I actually think would happen. The S10 is in limited supply. Avon don't make it anymore as far as I'm aware. I know Australia still uses the S10, but most nations now that would have used S10s use the FM12, and Britain doesn't use it at all. So, well, although the armed police do use the FM12, but if you've got a mask, let's say like the S10, that's been out of production now for probably at least a decade, something like that, the numbers on the surplus market are going to get less and less. So each year the price is going to go up. There's this thing called supply and demand. I know it's hard for some people to understand supply and demand, especially people who tend to lean towards communism as an ideology, because they don't understand how real markets work. But when you have an item like an S10, and the supply of it is constantly going down year upon year because people are buying them and not reselling them, or they're getting lost or destroyed. The supply is going down, and let's say the amount of people want them is staying the same or maybe going up, then the demand goes up, therefore the price goes up. It's not a hard concept to grasp, but apparently it is to a lot of people, so there's always that. But apparently, yeah, I should never give you advice on a mask I like or don't like, because that would affect the price on the surplus market to a massive degree, and that makes that person angry because I guess they have to spend more on a mask, even though I don't think I really have the power myself to influence people like that. But there you go, apparently I do. So I could actually just completely manipulate the market. So maybe what I have to do is, now, I guess according to this person, is if there's a mask I want, let's say I want an Avon FM53 because they go for £230, I should do a video where I don't even have an Avon FM53 saying they're really bad, what a bad mask, I don't want one. Then the price should drop. Maybe I should buy a load of them then, and then I'll do a review saying, actually no, it was a really good mask, wasn't it? Then the price will go up, and then I can make loads and loads of money. See, I'm not that influential, I can't actually do that. Okay, so I should also be forced to go on every online forum ever that relates to gas masks or respirators or anything else I'm interested in, and be forced to read what people there have to say about me or anything else, and then do videos specifically on that. So basically I need to get involved in e-drama. Which is one thing I'm going to refuse to do, as I've said before. I'm going to just rise above it and not get involved in like petty crap like that. But apparently that's what I should do. So if anybody has an opinion on me, especially if it's a negative one, I should make like some outrage video where I say, oh, I am really upset about your opinion and I'm going to trash talk this channel now and whatever. Yeah, you see, I'm not going to do that. The closest I'm going to do is do a video like this where I just debate some of these funny responses I have and sort of rebuke them. But yeah. That's one of the ones I've had that, there's this thing, like, apparently it should be every online forum. So what I have to do is, rather than actually make videos, because that obviously takes time out of my day and I work as well as doing YouTube, what I should actually do is not do any of that. I guess I need to be, unemployable basically, because I can't ever work a job because I need to spend 24/7 browsing the internet. Probably can't sleep as well. So what I have to do is probably have like 50 tabs open, all on different websites where, stuff like this might be discussed. Constantly check all of them, and then when I do eventually see somebody say, oh, I don't like weapons and stuff, I need to then make like a hit piece video on that person. Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? I don't need to defend myself on here. Like I said, if you don't like me, just don't watch my content. That's simple, isn't it? But no, it's too hard for some people. Can't have them, you know, doing that. So, yeah, apparently I need to be glued to every forum ever, constantly arguing with people on there. Because that's a thing, apparently. So yeah, that was one of the points. Another similar point is I have too many rules on my channel. And as I've said before, the reason I have certain rules on the channel, even though they're not that strict type of rules, you know, they're not ones where if you instantly, well, with most of them anyway, they're not ones where if you instantly do something bad, you know, I will block you. They're not like that at all. It's just, there are certain subjects I don't want to get into for obvious reasons, because often it leads to lots of, you know, crap flinging in the comments and things like that, and it just disrupts the point of a video. And lots of stuff like that is to do with, like, politics. You know, I really don't want to make a video that's not related to politics, or barely related to politics, and then have somebody rant for hours about their favourite politician, their least favourite political party, and all stuff like this. Why? That's not the subject of the video, is it? But apparently, you know, warning people not to discuss politics when they do it, and then eventually blocking them if they continue to ignore me. No, you're a fascist doing that. Can't do that in your own comment section. You should allow all sort of political discourse on your comment section. Yeah, so on videos with gas masks that have nothing to do with politics, I should let people rant about the politicians they hate and everything else, when it's not related to the video at all. You see, I generally enforce that as a rule, not even just about politics, but stuff that's totally off topic. Now, I don't mind when somebody's watching a video on one thing and then they've got a question about another video, because I guess they just found it easier to ask me in that thing. That's totally fine. I don't mind, you know, if it's a, you know, a kind of channel-related question they've got, but they just ask it on a different video than the one at hand, like they say, you know, off topic, but what's your thoughts on this gas mask or whatever. It only annoys me, you know, when they don't watch the videos I've already done on those subjects and then just ask the question over and over. But, you know, that doesn't annoy me. The problem is when people just randomly want to use the comments section to soapbox about issues nobody cares about or to start arguments. But no, I should allow all that. The comments should just be a free-for-all trash section. Because, you know, the funny thing is, lots of people come on my videos and then they say, wow, your comment section is really nice for a YouTuber of your size. And I said, yeah, that's because I check the comments every day, try and reply to people who deserve a reply. People are obviously trying to cause trouble, I give a warning to or block or whatever. That's why the comment sections stay nice on my video, because I actually take the time to police them and sort of curate them. Whereas if I didn't do that, they would be a shitfest. So, there you go. Apparently no, I should just let anything go. You see, I can understand completely why big YouTubers just turn the comments off. It would be a lot easier for me, but, you know, I actually like replying to people and chatting with people, and it gives me video ideas and maybe gets more people's questions answered that way, so that's why I do it. So, yeah, that's a load of the things I could think of anyway. Okay, and another thing. I need to give out my personal details, including my address and phone number, to random people on the internet, because apparently, you know, I'm hiding behind anonymity, or however it's pronounced. I can never pronounce that word, but you know what I mean, anonymity. Where, you know, I should let people, you know, like, firebomb my house or order pizzas to it, I guess, if they disagree with my opinion. Because, yeah, how dare I put up videos with opinions on the internet, even ones that aren't political in nature or anything like that, you know, and let people, be happy with it. Yeah, that's... Yeah, no, that was literally a comment I got the other day. Somebody saying, you know, you need to give out your phone number and address, so if I have a problem with you, we can sort it out in person. Right, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that, aren't I? Although, you know, I would think this person, if they were being serious, is a bit of an idiot, because, you know, my channel name is Weapons and Stuff 93, and I've got a hell of a lot of sporting goods and swords and things like that, haven't I? So, probably not the best person to threaten to murder, I would guess. You know, not that I'd ever want to have to be in a situation where somebody tries to break in and I have to defend myself with lethal force or whatever, but out of all the people you think you'd want to threaten online, channels that collect, like, either firearms channels or, like, channels that collect swords and things like that, you think they would be the worst people to threaten, but apparently not. Also, another type of comment I get a lot, which just, you know, is one I don't really know how to respond to, but I just thought would be a funny feature in this video. It's just where somebody says, not trying to be offensive, but, and then they go on a massive rant about how much I pissed them off and stuff like this, and it's like, yeah, putting a disclaimer on that has, you know, it just has no effect on what you're going to say is completely pointless. You know, I actually hate those people more that say, you know, no disrespect, but no offence, but, and then they have a go at you, just man up and say it, you know. But a lot of the people, you know, just do that. Well, obviously you're getting a block, aren't you? Because that's the sad thing I've had sometimes, is you have a load of sensible comments from a YouTuber for a period, and you think, alright, this is a good person, you know, they can comment sensibly, and then one little thing offends them and they have to go on a massive, you know, childish rant about how I should change everything I do because one little thing I said offended them in a video, and then, oh sorry, you know, there's no reasoning with you, are you going to be blocked? I'm not going to tailor my channel for what a specific person wants, because if I do that, nobody would ever like my videos, because, you know, you're forever being a yes man, aren't you? You're trying to sucker up to people, not actually have your own opinions, and people like channels and people generally that have their own opinions because they're actual people and not an NPC. But oops, can't you know, can't do that. What I have to do is, whoever the most current favourite politician is with the masses and whatever, I have to constantly change my opinion, even though, as I said, don't get into politics much on my channel unless it's directly related to gun bans and things like that. Now I have to, you know, sucker up to all these people and go with the flow and say, yes, I liked latest movie, that was critical success, I like that. Yes, big budget AAA game that came out, that is my favourite game at the moment. You know, I have to just do that. But then nobody would actually like me, would they? Because I'd be a bland, uninteresting channel. Anyway, I think that probably sums it up for this video. I'm sure there's loads I've missed, as said, because when I get offensive and stupid comments, I generally just block the people straight away, because, you know, why waste my time arguing with them, as I said before, when I can just, you know, actually give people the time of day that actually want to ask legitimate questions and not be an arsehole. So there's always that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, because I know people do enjoy these kind of rant videos a bit more. But, you know, recently I just thought it was funny where I did that video where I explained to people I don't take part in online communities, yet that video was an absolute magnet for people moaning about me. Especially the ones saying I should be forced to go on these online communities. Why? Why? I literally mean that, why? But anyway, there's this video answered. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed having a rant on this one, to be honest.